Next on my list is the Director of SSS of Igboba Joa. Please help me welcome into the high table. And I'd like to welcome the Chairman of UDO Community. The Chairman of UDO Community, please. You are highly welcome on this exalted platform on the IT group. Quickly, I want to, before we move straight into the matters of the day, I want to quickly make mention of our highly chiefs and our highly respected guests. Every one of us, we are highly respected. But amongst us, there are some persons that are worth of notable recognition. They are sitting in our midst. Please, if you hear your name or the name of the group you represent, you will just come to the front seat and take your seat. Thank you, sirs. We want to welcome the chiefs all the way from the palace of our Reverend leader in this community, no other person than the ESL of UDO community. Please help me welcome Chief Gabriel A. Okole. Please help me welcome. Please help me bring it back to the front seat. That list of the chiefs present, or the representative of the chiefs in this environment. Please let me welcome Chief Felix Igbenado as he takes over and sits at the presence. Please, cameraman, please sit back so that I can sit. Okay. Another is here, Mr. Felix Osuebe. This very one, they represent our papa for this community. Please let me bring him up. And Mr. Asian Famous. Mr. Asian Famous. Please, I want the ushers to do me good. The chiefs, the respected chiefs, should not be sitting with the panelists. Please bring them to the front seat. Let them occupy the front seat. Please, whoever is helping me doing that, do that. I want our inner Chief Pereseye is also among us. Please just sit. Come to the front seat. Don't let any other seat be behind. Just come to the front seat. As at this junction, I want to quickly recognize the communities that are present here. ATMP community, you are highly welcome. Ijobini, you are highly welcome. Please, if your hands are not borrowed, then just clap for them. Agbede community, you are highly welcome. Zide community, you are highly welcome. Belebu community, you are highly welcome. And the one in charge of this side of the world, this side of the states, UDO community, you are highly welcome. I love the way we are looking. Please, if I don't call your name, clap for yourself. You are highly welcome. You are the most important. Please, at this junction, can we rise on our feet as we take the Firstly, we are going to take the second stanza of the national anthem, whereby a chief will pray the collaborators. Before that, the second stanza of the national anthem, please, Mr. Fidelis, the representative of Kumu, please, you are highly welcome to the high table. Please, let me celebrate this great personality. Oh, celebrating. You are looking good, sir. Thank you for being around us. Information getting to me, we must give honor to who honor is due. The controller of the national park, I was told and I've been informed, is also here. We must also appreciate him for coming as he step forward to the table. Please, sir, please just let me appreciate him. Our international observer is also present, Mr. Matthias Rigorous, all the way from Germany. Please let me appreciate this great personality. Please let the ushers make provision for a seating for him. Can we quickly move to the opening prayer, which is the second stanza of the national anthem? Is there anybody that can volunteer to come through that for us? To lead.
All of creation. After the count of two, when I was like, 1 to go. Oh, Lord, creation.
Please be seated. Without wasting time, please. Please, without wasting time, please let's get the call along for the Reverend Chief to help us pray and break people along. Now, I saw get do. And I will saw At a marido, my way of Maga talk bay. Saludo talk bay. Please get the call and let our fathers quickly pray so that we move next to the. Please, sirs, please, ma'am, wherever you're sitting at the back, please let's close up this space that is ahead of us. Please, let's close it up. My father will be a cancer. I love that man. You are looking good, sir. Daddy, please let's just move forward and close up the space. Thank you, sir. Daddy, when they look back, Daddy, when you wear blue cap, Daddy, when people for here, let's close it up. Thank you, sir. Not let's ready to tie game and I will be last. We cannot come first and become the last. So let's close it up. Close it up. I know I've been standing, I've been talking. I think it's also good I introduce myself. My name is Unity Usunobun Omori. I'm the anchorman, the MC for the day. So you clap for yourself, you can still clap for me. Please let's the kola nut gets to our fathers from the royal palace. Do it for another year. Please, you know, why do Papa when or come again? No body my now. Now no okay, no is very massive. We are getting no is very accessible. Now Papa. Please, information gets me directly. You know our Reverend Father, our Reverend Chief over here directed somebody to come take charge. Ilé don't know if I go over, I will do their me and I get who you know so. In my own and levels. You are very.
Edu tɔ le ni wɛ, edi ka ibo tɛ na, ikonu wa dodo yɛ na, nimahia dodo yɛ na, ikonu abia ni ma o. Ɛmɛ gbegbe wo nɔ la yi ma wɛ kure o. Na mia, kɛ kikikiki n'ɔri lɛ wɔn na, awɛ wɔn ma gbegbe ma fɛn afɛ na mɛ. Ima mɛ wɛ ya gbɛ, iya sɛ dodo lɔri tɛ na ya yi o. Kẹ́wọ́ ní ní ìwọ̀n náà, adọ̀lọ̀ ni màá pàlọ́ ọlọ́gá kẹ́ẹ̀ náà mọ̀ mọ̀ ẹni máa wò. Ẹ̀rù onílẹ̀ náà, èyí kàwé kẹ́lẹ́ sùgbé, ipò ọ̀tọ̀ náà ní àdó pàṣẹ yọ. Iye àṣẹ ló lọ àtọ́pẹ́ yìí, ọba àtọ́pẹ́ yìí.
For those that came visiting us for the first time, maybe you are not from this part of the world, this is what we do. This is our tradition. This is what we believe in. Please,
Ẹ̀yẹ́ wọn àwà lọ́mọ o, èrò ní náà yẹ̀rẹ̀ nípa ọ̀rẹ́ adé ayé náà o, ọ̀wọ́n ayé dájọ́ ya gbé mà, agádájọ́ ya wò máa ṣe o. Ó sọ wà lọ́pẹ́ ẹ̀dẹ̀ náà lọ́la ọ̀ owó náà tó múlá dá ìyá máa o. Ìyá sẹ́nu àtọ́pẹ́, ọba àtọ́pẹ́ yìí. Kàdìyẹ̀wẹ̀ mi ló ń kàdìyẹ̀wẹ̀ tiẹ̀.
Mr. Sunday Ajele, please, your attention is needed. Mr. Sunday Ajele, your attention is needed. Please come this way, please.
Yes, I took away.
Begin with the chiefs, please. Quickly, next on our list, because we are going to be in this now, so that we can get to our various places on time. Those that came from a far journey. I want to make welcome as the call announce his way around. No other person than Mr. Sunday Ajele, the convener of this great event, to give us the welcome speech. Thank you, sir. Are you comfortable to use this one, sir?
Please share the office practice.
No, that light is stop. That light is stop.
Please quickly distribute the speech round so that everybody will know why we are here today.
Because of this light. Wait. Just you stand this way.
I think I am the happiest person here. Before I give the speech, permit me to stand on existing protocols. Why we are here is to ensure that peace reigns between the communities and the company. Why we are here is to ensure that security should be everybody's concern and everybody's business. Why we are here is to ensure that we treat the company right and the company equally treat us right. If you have had opportunity to travel out of this country, when we go to the headquarters of the company, which is Belgium and Luxembourg, they have laws. Everybody abide by the laws. So also in Nigeria here, there are laws. Everybody should abide by the laws. There is no one that is above the law of Nigeria. Not even the president of the nation is above the law. And that is why we all learn to treat ourselves aright, which is our focal point in our organization. I standing here to represent, being the coordinator of Voice of the Earth initiative. By Voice of the Earth, many of you don't know that the earth is crying right now. Even the land that we are standing is crying. The bush, the forest, the animals, the trees, the insects, the reptiles, they are all crying because we have no respect for the earth. Ajele Sunday today is standing as Voice of the Earth to tell us, thank God, our representative from the national park is here. He can tell you what is happening to our forest and why people are not respecting our forest. And then the representative of Okomu Oil is here. Our forest is crying because what we have today is monoculture and not a forest. But that is not the issue because they are investors. And as investors, profit must not be above human dignity. So with these little words, I want to go on with the welcome speech. The first one you see here is welcome and not welcome. That is our error from the computer. A welcome address delivered at the maiden edition of Communities to Company Interactive Series by Ajele Sunday, that is me, coordinator Voice of the Earth Initiative, vote I, in partnership with Edo State Civil Society Organization, EDOSCO, on the 11th of July, 2020. 22. They said honor must be given to whom honor is due. Yes. The Yasa of UDO, the DPO Babazua Police Division, the Commandant Edo State Security and Vigilance Network, the Chairman UDO Community, Dr. Jude Obasomi, ably represented by Dr. Bright, Matthias Rich Gerard, our international observer from Germany, Leptis Enabulele, the interim president of Edo State. Ladies, gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Voice of the Earth Initiative, both up, in collaboration with Edo Civil Society Organization, Edo State, I welcome you all to this all very important community stakeholders interactive meeting. This is a maiden edition, which means that more will come up as we keep building only on the gains until a progressive and lasting solutions are achieved to engender prosperity and assured security between communities and all parties living and doing business within these rich forest communities. This meeting has become very necessary due to the recent developments widely reported on all media, which is painting inhabitants and the companies in bad relationship. Number one, the protest by AT&P community against Ogomo Oil Company that took place on the 4th of May 2020, which was reportedly alleged that a trench was dug by Ogomo Oil Palm Plantation Company on right of way, linking residential houses, schools, religious worship places of inhabitants, which unfortunately led to the shooting of one Mrs. Iyabo Butu. If not for the mercy of God, she would have been dead. Note, when we as organizations step into a matter involving two parties, it is because we have noticed a trouble. In the end, when the trouble is resolved, we have done a service to building a better nation. That is why we do not have permanent friends as an organization. We do not have permanent enemies, but we do have permanent interests. We believe that living in harmony and respect for all forms of life, human, animals, trees, birds, reptiles, microbes, is essential to human happiness, therefore a human right. However, the company has some bitter complaints about the communities, such as massive stealing of our park floats. I repeat, one of the complaints of the company is that there is massive stealing of our bank floats. Constant attack on workers of the company, especially the most recent, early this year, in which 2 excavators were bombed, a driver killed, and some hectares of rubber plantation bought by unknown government. They have also recorded in the past when they saw when a security guard was gunned down, and many other atrocities that the management here will be able to tell us. If what they have written here is not enough, they can actually eat. Ladies and gentlemen, you will agree with me. If all of these things are true, it can be so annoying. You know it. Then on the part of the communities and indigenous rights. A. Circumvention of the global principle of free, prior, and informed consent. FPIC. This is a globally recognized document. They know. But it is possible that the communities don't know. Use of brute force and military might to evict villages and settlements without relocation or compensation, like the Asonis attack on Ijogone on the 20th of May 2020 and 3 other communities in the past. The complete neglect of means assessment and unfair corporate social responsibilities to the host communities, most of the things we see in the internet are not really in existence. The lack of transparency in the ROSPO certification. Having mentioned a few of the many unfortunate incidents that has happened to the company and to the communities may not be unquantified. If all these are true and correct by our investigations and findings, then we all will agree that there is platitude of problems and adequate solutions are desired too. Yes, if these things are true, everyone that is seated here must have that concern for peace. You will agree with me that there cannot be peace and development in a state of insecurity. And insecurity is a threat to nobody, however highly placed or connected. Recently, the presidential team was attacked, meaning that nobody is above insecurity. We are all exposed to it. It is our prayer today that the needed instrumentalities of peace, development, and security be sustained to achieve the desired dream. Finally, I wish to disabuse the minds of those who have been lied to that Botai, my organization, and those who are mobilizing a war against Okomobile Company. That is a complete misrepresentation of the intention of this meeting. Our interest is to bring all parties at the table, avert further and future evil occurrences, and establish a good and cordial relationship amongst all, inclusive of traditional leaders, security agencies, and all the people. We are also not aware that some persons within enjoys and profits from the continuous acrimonies we are out here trying to resolve, but that will not deter our every effort to achieve our goal, God willing, and to their disgrace and shame. So those who are clapping and they will say they want to sell instruments, maybe you have gun to sell. When there is fight, people should come and buy your gun. Now shame will follow you. We appeal to us all to please speak our minds. This is an appeal. As you are here, don't say because DPO is represented. Don't say the securities are here. Free your mind. Anything with the company they do you when you don't like, talk am. Anything with community they do you when you don't like, talk am. We won't talk so that all of us will understand. And at the end, we will hold our hands like this. We will embrace ourselves. When I go to Fidelis Holy Saints house, when he give me food, I'm not going to take on an eye to look at whether I don't put poison. And when he said, from my house, when I cook for him, he said, go open his mind to take it from the food. Therefore, I welcome everyone here again. Thank you for your time, and God bless you.
Please let me appreciate the convener. Please let me appreciate him. God bless you. God bless you, sir. It was almost like a lecture of his own. God bless you, sir. Please, there is, I think someone was, please let's keep this table and that chair away from the back immediately so that we can get a better view from the media men. At this junction,
Leave the table,
just at this junction, I want you to help me welcome the representative of Mr. Jude Obasimi, the Executive Director of Josmaria Escrivia Foundation. No other person than Mr. Bright, as he comes up for his lecture. Please let me appreciate him with a clapping ovation, please. Thank you so much. God bless you.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, sir. Well, I'm here, Dr. Bright Oyebuko. I'm representing Dr. Jude Obasimi, who was unable to come to this event, but it has to do with community. No matter the notice, we need to close the gap. I will crave our indulgence to listen to some of the things we'll be talking about here. I was changing my mind while preparing this, and I never heard so much. But the opening speech gave me the impression already that we should leave no stone unturned in discussing what we have come for. I'll be talking on the topic community and company relationship. And this relationship can be likened to husband and wife, boyfriend and girlfriend, and family relationship. One thing that must stand out is mutual benefit. Some years ago, 2005, we worked with the European Union. We're going to communities. Some of the projects that we did are still in existence today. Some of the projects are no longer in existence. The same people who were part of those projects, some are still in the communities, some are no longer in the communities, some have gone somewhere. In the same way, every one of us seated in this community, years to come, history will only record that we were at this gathering. History will also record the role we have played in the development of our community. Where there is no relationship, you cannot have development. Where there is insecurity, development is still going to be far from it. So on this note, I will be talking briefly. Because of time, I may need to just put up some places, but I will share some of the topics around with us. A community as it is a group of people together in a particular place with one interest. As we are seated here, we have different communities. For us to become members of UDO community, there is one interest. For us to become members of ATRP community, there is one interest. For us to become members of Belebu, like that, we have one interest. The company is out to do business. They want to make profit. And because your environment is good for them to do their business, that is why they have come around to this community. Your interest must be satisfied. Their own interest must be satisfied. And it is on that basis that we should have the community and company relationship. If we look at the community, for example, it is not all community that may be suitable for the kind of business that they are doing. We all know that. Otherwise, they are places, maybe they are expanse of land, but they cannot do their business there. Yours is suitable, and hence they are here. So if we look at community, UDO community and Okomu company, they should have what? A relationship. Because there is interest that they have to bring. And if we look at this relationship, are there even benefits? If there is no benefit, would you be interested in a relationship? Answer me. If there is no benefit, would you be interested in a relationship? Please, let's be responsive. Your interest must be captured, and our interest must be captured. People buy products not because of the problem. I come and I see Okomu oil. I've not tasted it, but I want it. Two of us. Why? Because of what people are saying around it. What does that one tell you? That yes, no matter how good and perfect the company is, it still needs the people to do some form of what? Marketing. And of course, the people also need the company. Hence, it is called mutual benefits. The people around will help the company to sell. Just the same way, the company would also help the community. Okomu has been mentioned outside this country. Manager, two of us. Because this Okomu has been mentioned outside Nigeria. Can they mention Okomu without mentioning UDO? Huh? On your own, you may not have been able to take the name UDO outside the country. But this company has what? Done that. In passing through Benin, I passed through forests and bushes to get to this place. The company cannot fly through the air to get into their place of business. They have to pass through roads and some other things. And what will that one do? It will open up the community. So, whether you like it or not, there is benefit that comes from the company and there is benefits that goes to the community. We must have this understanding, because sometimes people stay and say, oh, give. For crying out loud, this company, they are out to also make profits. Would they give you their profits? Huh? Let's answer now. Maybe I should do something here. After I'm in Nigeria, maybe I use speaking English. Huh? Make I use speaking English? Yes. Thank you very much. Rakoto can sing now. Rakoto can sing. What here they talk, we say, for the relationship between UDO community and Okomu, if benefits not there, nobody will put head, two of us. But as you dey ask for your benefits, the company wants to make profit too, two of us. So there must be what they call balance. Okomu no fit dey here, make na one buy oil, na go dey show other oil or other things wey Okomu dey do. Na your responsibility to promote Okomu. Just the same way, na Okomu responsibility to do wetin dem suppose to do for the community. Not be you go even tell them, but you fit discuss with them. So whether we like it or not, for this relationship, benefits dey the two sides. But when you know where your own reach, because you no go expect make dem use their profit until they pay you salary every month. But wetin dem suppose to do, dem go do am. Why the company go dey here, or wetin be some of the things wey dem go do? E get wetin dey call give back. As dem dey make small money, dem go still dey spend some of them for inside the community. Credibility. Nothing right say or nothing stop am say na only Okomu go dey for UDO. Other companies fit come join Okomu dey do business. But the truth be say, before dem go come, who dem go first ask question? Dem go ask Okomu say, Okomu, that place where una for dey do business, how e be? E dey safe, e dey good, e dey this. When Okomu say yes, wetin go come happen? More companies go come. But if dem say no, wetin go happen? Those companies dem no go come. So you see am say, yes, dem dey do business, but una still get opportunity to still take help yourself. You fit dey Okomu fit turn small London, two of us. Una answer me now. Okomu fit turn small London, UDO fit turn small London. Are you getting it? Na based on the business when e go come. So dem fit give that credibility to this community. I know one community for Akwa Ibom. I go dey look for the young people wey dey for the community. Dem say dem no dey o. Dem no go where dem dey do coconut farm. stop speed. As they see coconut, they don't plant. What did they happen for you? When they ask question, automatically, what did they do for that company? Then they advertise the company. Like I tell you just now, Okomu don't carry the name of UDO go far. The same way, the company goes to carry the name of the company goes to carry the name of the company go around. When better relationship dey, networking go dey. Tomorrow, just the same way somebody visit ask Okomu say, how UDO be? Person visit ask UDO, one company wan come our village o, how Okomu dey treat una, how we wan take do am. So make we don see am say na one-sided thing. But on top of all this relationship, which kind relationship we go get? I tell am say na smart relationship. Wetin I talk? Smart relationship. You know when we say smart, na something wey dey work or wey dey do things. But for this one wey dey call smart relationship, so the S, the M, the A, the arrow, the T, they mean something. And I will just tell us small. Number one, I talk of benefits for our relationship, two of us. And I talk say this benefit the company get, the community get. The S for inside na specific. Wetin I talk? Specific. Okomu dey come our community. Wetin dem wan do? Dem wan develop our community. My brother, be specific. Dem wan build school. Na one classroom. Na 4. Na upstairs. We go dey specific. Na market, yes. Na lock-up store. Na open market. Na cash room. You go dey what? Specific. I need to understand. Not just come say, oh, they go come, so they go do, they will want to develop our community. How? Because I believe that there, some of all this confusion for the come. I will give you something. What I won't give you, you don't even know. So we need to what? Be specific. If the company say, see wetin they won't get, clearly the company, what they need now, enabling environment where they go do their business gradually get their profits. But you as a community, wetin you dey find? You go talk am straight. No go give blanket language. So when you dey specific, we go fit still measure am. Na be the M wey dey for the smart. Whatever thing wey dem say dem wan do, make it be something wey we go fit measure. If dem say dem wan build school, for example, you don ask the kind of school. When you go see am, oh, na 4 classroom dem wan build. From foundation wey dem dey dig, you go know whether na 4 classroom. From the size of the foundation, you go know how e wan big reach. By so doing, anybody for the community dey waka dey pass, you know, oh, they don build am reach so and so place. E go dey measurable, and dem wan build school for us. Wetin dem wan do for inside the school? Manager, how you go take budget if you don't know the specification? Are you getting it? So e go be something when e dey measurable. Again, e go dey achievable and attainable. I'm a medical doctor. When we dey talk about cleanliness and all those things, we don talk say, oh, to avoid crisis. That's why you open door, make your hand go dey contaminated. Because okay, if the water dey come, make door open for you. If you reach where tap dey, you just put am, water go just dey flow, you no go touch everything na don touch. But the question come be say, where the light wey we wan take dey power all those things? Light no dey. So we need to look for another thing wey dey possible. if me I dey promise you something, you no fit look me fit say how I wan take do this thing, how long you wan take me. I no even understand. So whatever thing wey una wan begin dey talk, make e also be something wey dey achievable. Sometimes I dey tell people, when you wan do some kind of negotiation, turn the table. Wetin I mean? Yes, community na dey here, na Okomu dey here, dem wan negotiate. You wey be community, you go go Okomu side, look am from Okomu side, say if na you be Okomu, this way you dey ask for so, you go do am. We understand? So make e dey achievable. The same way, the company no go come now come take over all your land. Hello? I don't know if you understand. Just as they expect something from you, you also dey expect something from them. You understand? So, and it go dey realistic. Of course, time na 1 year, na 2 years, na 5 years, I mean na forever. Like I talked before, I don't think if na him dey hold the first office to Okomu start, other people don come that office before still comot, true of course. Other elders don also come discuss small policy kind don still comot, but we must be objective in what we are doing. So if we get smart relationship, everybody will know the role when they're supposed to play. Many things dey when they call corporate social responsibility wey the company go do, but sometimes some of us no even understand how e be. So we need to put all these things together to take get healthy relationship. Some of the things wey dem plan to do, dem fit plan say okay, for this community dem wan build school, this other community dem wan build market, this one dem wan do borehole, dem wan do this, dem wan do that. Make community A no go dey jealous put a for community B say hey, if that's not what I was supposed to for ask, but no. Like I talk, for smart relationship, everything go dey specific. And as I begin dey small dey round up, our community must open up. The company must what? Open up. Husband and wife, when they hide things for their body, the woman wan go back, you go tie towel, cover her body, the man no go see nakedness, the woman no go see the man nakedness. How that kind of relationship wan take be? E no go wan last. So the company and the community, they must continually to dey engage, dey interact like this constantly. No be maybe you go boardroom, discuss wetin concern community, then you come up and dey tell them no, community get hold of whatever, meet them for the community, una go what? Discuss continuously. They go talk their own, you go talk your own. Everybody go dey on the same page, and communication go dey on continuously. No be say make some talk reach here, dem go come stop. I talk about business and development. The company wants make their business grow. The community wants development. With that constant discussion, they must strike balance on the two. Nothing dey wrong if the community come dey say Okomu, the way your business be so. This one na the things wey we feel say you go do to take grow. You understand? The company must also get one understanding of say this na community, dem get culture, dem get different things, dem go must understand and continue to dey interact with them. Different group, youth, women, civil society organization, others, dem dey for this community. The company must constantly to dey interact with them so that they go know more and be part of this community. Now, when we dey look this smart relationship, e go dey glaring say no be everybody. I just wake up today, I go sit down for Ukomu gate dey make demand. Tomorrow, my brother go come. No. It has to be done in an organized and systematic way. We get leaders. Our leaders will interact with us, know wetin we need, then na that one dem go take engage. No staff for Ogun just start dey come and say, na me go do this, na me go do no. Because sometimes you go see some communities today, one group go come say something dey fine, which is totally at variance to wetin the community the company agree with the community. So when we get this understanding, everything go dey go on well. But when this smart relationship no dey, wetin go happen? Development, insecurity. When they talk about, they talk about say they dey steal palm fruits. Me, I also believe say if our leaders for this community say anybody wey go touch Okomu this thing, so and so thing go happen, nobody go touch am. But if e come be a case of wetin concern me, how e wan be? So I believe say the reason why we dey here na for us to get that understanding, make we develop better relationship. In as much as I say, not be everybody go dey go Okomu gate, but na everybody responsibility. Something come up, say if you see something, make you what? So if you see something, you come meet chairman say, chairman, see wetin I see o. Chairman know where he go carry am go. Chairman know the approach when he go take. And finally, I no be Benin, but I don hear say Benin say when you dey pound pounded yam for inside water, you dey see the pounded yam, your belle go dey sweet. So the same way, when every one of us put effort together, not be the part of say we go dey say no, dem must bring, no. We go still think about how the company wan take grow. By so doing, our mutual benefits go dey achieved out of what? Selfishness, but based on objectivity. Knowing that whatever decision you dey take on behalf of the community, e go outlive us. God protect our life, make we stay long. But whatever we dey take, no be say we say e no go just end for our house or for our pocket. So going forward, after this, make we look forward to smart relationship. E go help our community and even the company. So on this note, I want to say thank you for your attention. This man dey sit down, Mrs. Victor. Victor, yes, thank you very much.
I don't know if clap for our word. I know the congrats. I know you too well. God bless you. My Wesley. Away, not the way man. On a mere woman. On your way, as well. Thank you so much. The only thing I wanted to chip in, when they mention Udo, I just conclude some people face. I want to make Udo say na extension. As big the Okomu dey progress, na make am dey enter some places too. When we dey grow, they come wait till they hear that Okomu for Udo. Have you not be so? Yeah. But who dey part of the Watch TV? When night reach, we go make use of the room. Wetin that one mean say the whole community be like house. Udo na dey front. But as you don dey enter inside, you go come see AT&P, you see the jogging, you see Agbede, you see them, all of them dey inside the same house. So when they mention Udo, maybe our resource personnel dey mention Udo, not flat face, you still dey the same Udo because Udo na the big umbrella wey cover all of us. Abeg make una clap for una sef. At this junction, I want quickly welcome somebody when they just give me a name, not be another person. I Chief Joel. Ejide Waterside. They say it dey our midst. Abeg, that if you dey our midst, may we see your hand so that may we find. God bless you, sir. God bless you, sir. That he come late, the seat for front, you can't get IB. But Daddy, you are highly welcome. I beg on a clap for our achieve for that. Please, the next on our list, quickly, please follow my timing. Mona novice. If I give you time before you climb here, if you talk last time, I go back and my offer, I'll collect my phone. You must walk with my time, because if they give all of us time, talk with it our mouths. Tomorrow morning, we'll be here. I do anything I see later. Please, I'm going to make welcome the chairman of the UDO community. As I do that one, any community will get within the one talk. I beg, prepare your representative, not be everybody. Not be everybody, prepare your representative so that if anything day when you want talk or when you want voice, so that may you come voice. God bless you. Please join me with a clap innovation. May I make welcome our chairman. Chairman will say it.
Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon. I think on Friday, I'm the chairman of the Relations Committee. My standing here is to talk about according to Mr. Taylor, he said what happened at ATMP. I want to make it clear that ATMP is not a community. It's a village under UDO. It's like a quarter under UDO. We have 27 villages that make up UDO community. And whatever that happened in ATMP, UDO is in charge. It's under the ESL of UDO. And when that thing happened, I was instructed to go there. And we settled the matter. I hope the management of Okomundi are here, and though you don't go of ATMP, you're also here. You'll be endeavored to settle the matter. Though the woman is short, I've not seen her, but I dropped some money the other day. I thank everybody. And I want to say, UDO community have no problem with Okomundi at all. Our relationship is very clear and very cordial. The social responsibility, which means what if we want, no people they try, they take the help us. Then they don't. Because if me I come on go rent a land or buy land from anywhere, whatever I get from the land, Baba see you for the help for me. If they still want me to assist them, they tell me, the big case man, they tell me. And they do. I believe say wahala don't do this. We don't commit to where we did so. Okomo don't build many schools, town hall, borehole, bursary, which means children when they train for school. Best way don't get money, they carry if you can go to university. Then they assist. Not be the one that do everything finish, but they get talking where they assist. That became for school. My pikin went there here. The third child, my pikin, the third one, he did school. I still gain from that one. And I also know say many people still gain. I don't be talking about another community. Bringing everybody together here today, I don't understand. I was thinking it is what happened at ATMP that they invited us for. But now it's the combination of different communities. It's not a problem, but I'm only here to represent my community on behalf of the years of UDO, the chiefs, the Odore, the elders, the women, and the youth. We are saying we have no problem with the UDO community. Is that not what we say? So, and I want to also beg our people that
you don't have issue with Okomo?
no, I don't. We don't have. UDO community don't have any issue with Okomo. It will also interest you to know that this company do give a contract to whoever among all the communities. If you want to become a contractor in Okomo, they give you a chance to become a contractor and they give you a job. The only thing I want to beg our people, I will say this, and this will bound on all the communities, that you see, when you try to put law, if the law is too much, this is the only company we have here. But you know, we also have Michelin. We have national park, which we have no problem at all. The way we treat Okomo, the same way we treat other companies. We cannot rely on the company to take charge of our land completely. It's not done. They will only assist you. And with the level of the assistance, I think we are okay. And I want to beg our people, if we say we want to stand on that point, that Okomo must do this, must carry, must bring life, the social responsibility that's supposed to lie on the government, you are saying Okomo should do it. I think you are trying to drive this company away from here. And when this company live here, we all will suffer. Like I said, and I repeat, I quote, we have Michelin here, Rain. We don't have problem with them. If we need something, we call on them. Please, can you help us do this? At the end of every year, we will write something. At least items that will about 10. They write back that, oh, out of this 10, we can be able to do 7 or 6. I think that one is a pass. And before we even write that, we know they can't do it. So I want to beg our people to stop saying Okomo have not done anything. The area where we are only begging Okomo is the area of employment, which they promised to look into. We are still begging our people. If you want to work, if you can pass through your community, come to the appropriate quarter. Who will do it? ATMP is not on their own. The ATMP on your way, the elders and the women there, we told them that Okomo is a company. If every day you go to the plantation, see their banker, you expect them to be happy. They will not be happy with you. They will not be happy with you. Every time a report will come to Yaza Palace, every week, and we tell them to assist Okomo.
Can you stay one place?
Okay. We tell them to assist Okomo to ensure that this attitude, the act of stealing, stopped, which they also promised to do. And since then, Okomo have not come again to report such an issue that somebody come from ATMP to see their banker. I think we also tell Okomo that the trend, that is the whole they did, that is really affect that village. Because I went there about 2 years ago. They started from the gate. They get to a point, they stopped. Our people did not complain. It was when they get to that edge, close to that church, that they start this year, police start coming and they blocked the gate. Riot. We went there and we begged them, they actually obeyed. They stopped. And we tell Okomo, why did you decide their property? If it's not property, but people are staying at the back. and most of them are your workers. What do you do? He said that is the only way that he can prevent them, because the source, the area that the road that they use to penetrate to the company is from that angle. Okay, what you do for us, look for a suitable road, you maintain it, and Odonwere and his people will confirm that that road is okay. And Okomu agreed. The representative of ATP was there, Okomu agreed. And we also told Okomu, and I'm still repeating it, Oga Manager, the woman that your people, you cannot deny it, because I did not say, I'm speaking on my own, please. Why I say your people is because those people were fighting for you. You did not send them to shoot anybody, but I know when it happened, you're supposed to take care of that woman. If from that day, I've seen one woman who don't enter, no fight, no. Whether that the woman, I don't know. Mother like you, I bet I'll see you before I come out. Yeah. Now me drop something way through that day on my own. Before I leave here, I'll still drop the same amount where I give that day, still give you. But Okomu, I want to tell you, make una go tell my MD, that woman that una treat her, it don't happen, I bet. Anyway, we will take one, that woman. If they do riot, they carry one. I don't believe that old woman, now you go carry one. Let us be sincere. Everybody get mother for house. As I see this woman we enter, just the pay me, because I know they pepper me. But that woman to do that pay. I don't believe so. I don't go see us in that. I tell make people do that one. But the area where we take off today for our people within the UDO community, I beg, work. Person know they work. Now they best. Now they like to fight. But if you engage at least 60% of our people, instead of bringing people from outside, if you employ the 60% of the environment, then you see that this problem will come down. I greet everybody. I thank you all for listening. Yes, sir, Dr.
Make una clap for the group community chairman. Abeg, una hear me. If I sit down for back, I say continue to dey talk. If I come here, you still dey talk, I stay like 2 minutes, I go climb, they go off and collect my phone. It's as easy as that. Abeg, una follow instruction. And the only why I even allow chairman dey talk, because he dey touch some areas when they important. Parlor day, issue day. So if you reach your turn, talk your own.